Dustin, so how's your foot? I know you had foot surgery like a month ago. You had a foot situation. It was kind of nasty. How you feeling? How's everything?
I'm good. I'm back. I'm back to good health. I'm here in South Florida training again. But it got scary for a second, man. I was in the hospital for 5 days.
How is everything back to normal? Are you able to work 100%, or are you still still recovering?
Yeah, I would say I'm back to about 90%.
About 90%. All right. So last year you ended the year with a bang. 2022 MSG beat Michael Chandler. Big fight, big environment. You got to meet Mike Tyson. How was that whole experience in New York? How was that all for you?
It was great because growing up as a fight fan my whole life, Madison Square Garden, MSG is the Mecca. And the greats fought there. So going there, putting on a sold out show or putting on a performance in front of a sold out show, having my team and my friends and my wife in the crowd, it was amazing, man.
All right. So you had your war hat on, Marvin Hagler. Are you a big boxing fan, or you just or do you follow any boxers today, or are you just a fan of the old style boxers?
No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of old and new style boxers, and yeah, I follow a few boxers.
Who do you follow?
Obviously, Regis Poirier out of New Orleans, Tyson Fury, Lomachenko. I'm a big fan of. I'm waiting to see what happens with Tank. I mean, no, dude, Errol Spence. Come on, everybody. I'm a combat sports fan in general, so I watch a lot of fights.
Talking about Tank, he fights this weekend, but who do you have in that Tank Ryan Garcia? That seems like it's gonna be a good fight if they.
Yeah, is it going to happen though? They're both fighting, or Tank's fighting someone else. Why didn't they do that fight first?
I think Tank needs a warm up. I think they're doing warm ups. You know,
I don't know, man. I kind of lean towards Tank just because he's been active and fighting. I don't know. I would lean towards Tank.
all right. So we're in 2023, brand new year. Do you have any resolutions? Do you have any goals for this year for yourself? Is there anything that you really want to do this year?
I'm not like a big. I try my best to make my actions align with my goals throughout the year. So I don't like set a January 1st thing. I've never been big into it, but if I could say anything that I would be trying to do better this year is protect my energy a little bit better.
What do you mean by that? Just you don't want to get into beefs? What does that mean? Protect your energy.
No, not that. I just not be drained as much from people. Not let people take from me. Just protect my energy a little bit better with the people I surround myself with and the people I allow to have my time, and how much focus I'm putting other places than my family and my business. Just I'm not going to be drained this year.
Um, Fight wise, we're a couple months out of your last fight. I'm not sure if you have any. I know Benil wants to fight you. I know Charles has said, but I don't know what are you interested in doing now? Do you have any interest in anybody or in anything?
Nah, I'm not really interested that much in on any of these guys anymore. We'll see if the UFC calls me and they have a name that gets me excited, then I'll know it's the right thing. But otherwise, nothing's really jumping out to me.
What is the interest for you right now? Is it the money fights? Is it title? Is it a combination of both, or just the right opportunity right now?
The right opportunity, a combination of both. Of course, I want to be the world champion, but if I'm not next in line for the belt, if there's a big fun fight, that gets me excited, I might do that. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know what that right move is, but I'm hoping when they start saying names and they start asking or telling me potential fights, that one of them gets me excited.
You are the second ranked. You are in line for you're close in line, right? For Islam. Islam kind of took a little jab at you jiu-jitsu wise. You kind of fired back with Mike when you subbed Michael Chandler. Is the Islam fight interest you? If it does, I mean, you are in line. You are there. Would you like to test your jiu-jitsu with Islam if you ever got that chance?
No, I'd like to test my hands,
You know.
but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
All right. UFC 284. Do you have your Volk is in a fight Islam? Do you have any opinion on that fight? Is it
I think Volk's going to be a little undersized at 155 pounds, but he can still win it. He can still get it done. He's beat some great 145ers. Beat Max Holloway a few times. So we'll see, but I think he's just going to be a little bit undersized compared to Islam. Islam's big, solid, strong, you know.
Is there a possibility that you could be a backup for that fight in UFC 24? I know they asked you before in New York, and you said maybe if they made the money right. Is there any possibility that that could happen?
I would never say never, but they haven't reached out yet.
I want to talk about the Good Fight Foundation, your charity. It's something you've been doing for years. You and your wife, you're very passionate about it. Just what inspires you to give back to the community? What is your inspiration?
Just because I recognize the position I'm in, and that people, you know, have an outlet where people are listening, and I can spread the news or raise money for different causes, and I don't take that stuff lightly. You know, I want to be able to exactly what the name of the foundation is, fight the good fight, use my platform and the position I put myself in to help those who are, you know, in need, underappreciated, in tough situations. That's my duty as a human being.
You also released your hot sauce with the UFC. You tell me about your hot sauce. Have you always been a hot sauce guy?
I've been a cooking guy, a food guy my whole life, especially coming from Louisiana. But the hot sauce was just a venture. I thought it was exciting at the time, and turned out to do really well.
So you're Louisiana. What's the perfect Louisiana food? What is your favorite Louisiana food?
Oh man, on a cold day, dude, some hot gumbo, bro.
Partnership. Just talk to me about your partnership with Timex a little bit.
Yeah, my partnership. We did so obviously the Timex company came over and became an official sponsor of the UFC. With that, they were branding them as the official timekeeper of the UFC, and they picked a few fighters from the roster who had fights coming up, and they did. You know, I don't know anybody else's deal, but my deal was short term, 3 months. When I was in camp, obviously, and then fight month, and then the month after. So I did a 3-month deal with them, and that's just it. Maybe the other guys' deals are longer. I know for sure they work with Sean O'Malley and myself. Those are the only 2 guys I know they worked with.